Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a small wooden cabin. Oh, and by the way, just in case you have any more house-related needs, feel free to check out the card system and the links below down in the description for my various house tutorial playlists. There are a lot of them, and there's a lot of houses in there. I'm sure you'd be able to find other stuff that you'd like as well. Moving on to the actual tutorial itself, if you'd like to make it, here's what you're going to need. You will need some spruce wood, and some spruce wood planks. Also, grab some birch wood, and some spruce wood stairs. Also grab spruce wood slabs. You will also need, if I can find them, some wooden trapdoors. Also grab some jungle leaves. And finally, grab yourself some white stained glass paint, and those are the only materials that I think we'll be needing. We might need some more as well. This house uses a lot of stuff, but once you have each one of these materials right here, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'll be making it right here, you're going to want to kick off your cabin with a row of 9 spruce wood in a row on the floor. That's 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just like that. Once you have your row of 9, this is what you want to do next. So you now want to take this 9th block and looking down upon it like this 9th block, and you want to go this way, going towards where the back of the house is going to be, going straight ahead by 4. So up from here, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go right of this 4th block by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go up again by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go left of this 4th block by 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then connect this 12th block all the way back to where we first started to give you a shape which should look exactly like this. If you look at it this way, it kind of almost looks like a thumbs up. But this is the shape that you want to have. Once you form the shape, this is what you want to do next. So we now want to go on top of each one of the corners that we've just formed here, and we want to go on top of each one of the corners by 4 with our spruce wood. So this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 left now, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this final corner we want to go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once we have each one of those rows of 4, we then want to connect each one of those 4th blocks together. So we just want to end up with a shape that should look a little bit like... Oh, wait. Not like that. Hang on, we're missing a side. It wants to end up looking a little bit like this. Perfect. Now it looks like a 3D thumbs up. Once you form this shape right here, this is what you want to do next. So this is the front of the house for reference, guys. What we want to start off by doing is we want to add a vertical row of spruce wood on top of this middle block that we have right here. So we just want to do a vertical row of spruce wood, kind of bisecting the front of the house like that. You just want to take that front wall of the house, bisect it like that. You also want to come to the left hand side here and do the exact same thing. So this middle block, do a row of spruce wood coming directly up like so. You want to do a similar thing on the back, except on the back here we want to do 2 of these. We want to do one here and one here, so one on the left and right hand side, so we're kind of splitting the back into 3, and those are actually in the same positions as the other rows. Like you can see on the front where we kind of split in half, we have the same row here on the back, and on the left hand side here, and that's where the entrance is going to go, by the way, we also have one there. So that's what the back wants to look like. That, come on, sprint, there we go, that's the left hand side, and that's the front, and we don't have to add any more of those onto any of the other sides. Now what do we want to do? Well, I suppose we should add in the framework for the roofs. There's a few of them actually, surprisingly enough. So what you want to do is you want to be on the front of your house, and in line with the vertical row of spruce wood that you just placed, you want to go up on top of this spruce wood by 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. You then want to take this third block and extend it out, going left and right each by 1, like so. You then want to connect it down back to the framework with diagonals, with 2 diagonals. So those blocks that you kind of extended going left and right, just do diagonals like that. What you now want to do is you now want to come to the right hand side of your house, and where we have this tiny little section right here, you just want to, on top of these end blocks, you want to place a single spruce wood on each one of those, and then you kind of just want to connect them diagonally. So you kind of just want to do like a few diagonals between them, so you form kind of like this triangular shape right here. Once you've done this on this little mini bit, you now want to come all the way to the left hand side of the house, and on top of these two corners that we have right here, you just want to, starting from this back corner, just place a single spruce wood on top of it. Then do 4 upright diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you just want to do bottom right diagonals until you connect all the way down to the top of the house, like this. And you also want to do the exact same thing on the opposite side here. So come into the opposite side, starting from this block right here. You actually want to place a spruce wood block, and then you want to do the same thing. So starting from here, you then want to do 4 up left diagonals. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you want to do bottom left diagonals until you connect all the way down to the top of the framework of the house. So you want to end up with something that should look a little bit like this. So those are 4 different frameworks for the roof. Once you've got those taken care of, I suppose that it is probably about time, guys, for us to fill in the walls. I think we should fill in the walls now, guys. So this is what we're going to do. So all of these walls are actually filled in just about the same, except for 2 of them. So this is where the entrance of the house is, guys. This is how you want to fill it in. Let me show you how this wants to look. It's really simple. So this is the entrance, and whilst I'm here, I'll also do this little left bit. Although this doesn't really differentiate between any of the walls, but I'll do it anyway. So I've got that there. Whoops. What am I using? There we go. There we go. And perfect. So this is the entrance, guys. This is what it wants to look like. It's basically just 3, what is this stuff? Birch wood on the left and right hand side, and then we've just got a single white stained glass pane right at the top. And this is how all of the other walls are going to look, guys. It's basically just birch wood going around in a circular shape. Then we've got some wooden trapdoors on the left and right hand middle side. And then the center part is just filled in with white stained glass pane. And we literally just want to now go all the way around the house. And we just want to do the exact same thing to all of the other little spaces that we kind of have like on the first floor. So I think I'm going to add in all of the birch wood first, and then I'm going to add all of the probably glass in, and then I will add all of the trapdoors in. So this is a little bit of a tedious process, guys. I think this might be faster. I think I've just discovered a way to make this faster. Okay, so if we just add it all going here, and then we do the bottom bit, you guys can see exactly what I'm doing here. I'm just doing the exact same thing to each one of them. And then if we go all the way around and we just place this, yep, that is definitely faster. So we're adding the birchwood in the middle now, and then we're free to add all of the white stained glass panes. So we're now just going to do that, and then we can add all of the trap doors, which kind of work as what would you call them? They're kind of like window shutters. I think you'd call them shutters, like old-fashioned shutters that you'd see on like a cottage. And we just want to place them here next to the glass of the window. So we're just doing that. We've got the back to do and the right hand side to do, and once we've done that, we can actually move on to the other little sections that we've got to fill in. So that's all of them, guys. As you can see, we want to fill each one of those little bottom sections in with the exact same thing going all the way around. Now, once you've got that taken care of, this is what you want to do next. You know what? We're not actually going to fill in like these parts underneath the roof yet, because some of them will be covered up by the roof and we won't have to fill all of the sections in properly. You guys will see what I mean when we actually get to it. So what we now want to do is we want to take out our spruce wood, and we want to place spruce wood in these positions. Can I show you guys easily what you have to do? So you want to place spruce wood in these positions. This is the front of the house, and you want to do a similar thing on the left hand side, the back, and the right hand side of the house as well. So you guys can see what we've done here. We've kind of just got this It's kind of difficult to explain where you're placing the spruce wood, but kind of like the connection points, you're just extending them forward. And you want to do this going all the way around the house. So on the left-hand side here, you want to take each one of the points where the spruce wood kind of touches each other, you just want to extend it out by one like that. And you want to do the exact same thing on the back as well. The back has quite a few of them, so you kind of just want to add an additional spruce wood just in front of the connection points, just sticking out of the house. So this will be the back, for instance. Now, moving on to the side here, you want to do the exact same thing. So coming to the side here, you also want to do the exact same thing. Now, the only bit that you don't want to do it is this front part, this kind of like front empty right hand part. Well, now I should probably show you guys what you actually want to do here. So you want to take this block right here. Can you guys see the one? I'm sure you can. You want to take this block, extend it to the right, and then kind of just connect it to the back part of the house. So you kind of want to make like a square shape like this. And this is just the top of the porch. You then just want to take this corner block here and drop it down to the ground. Not like that because that's the wrong place, but drop it down to the ground like this. And what you can then do is you can then take this corner block and you can kind of extend it out by one with your spruce wood, kind of like this. You guys can see exactly what we've done there. There we go. You guys can see exactly how I've done that and why that's done. Now, once you've done that going all the way around the house, we should probably add in the roof. So the roof's quite simple. Take out your spruce wood stairs. This roof isn't simple at all, I just lied to you. Take out your spruce wood stairs and do this. So let me just see if I can do it. There's kind of like different levels of this roof, and it's kind of difficult to explain. So this is the front part of the roof, and let me just keep doing it for you guys, and let me see if I can show you what you actually have to do. Like I said, it's kind of difficult. It's difficult to explain, but if I kind of do it in parts, I think that you guys might be able to get it just by looking at it. So if I just do this front part first of all, we've got this going sideways here and here. So this is what you want to have for the front part of the roof. You guys can see that there's like a middle part on the front of the house. We kind of want this coming towards us, but then all of the other bits, we kind of just want it going to like the side. So we're kind of like tracing along this part here, but we're also tracing along the middle part and we're coming towards us. I'm sure that you guys can see what we're doing here. Okay, what we now want to do is we kind of also want to combine it with this right hand part and the part that we have on the left hand side here. So we kind of want the roof to just wrap all the way around both the left and right hand side, and you guys can see I'm being very careful here to try and place the stairs in the correct place. The back part of the roof is a lot simpler than this, trust me. So that's actually wrong, that doesn't go there. You guys can hopefully see how I'm doing this. We're just connecting the left, right, and middle part of the roof together, and it's just a little different because it's all on different levels and it's all quite small. So we've also got this bit to do here, then we've got that, perfect, and then we just have to fill this top bit in here. And then we also take out our spruce wood slabs and we just kind of make a bit more of an apex on the roof there. Okay, perfect. So that is what you want to have. And as a matter of fact, I forgot one bit. We also have this bit right here. So, and we also have upside down stairs underneath that overhanging part. I know this is a lot, guys, and I know I'm not really explaining a lot, but that's because it's really difficult to explain. But that's kind of like the front part of the roof pretty much done. Can you guys see how we've done that? I'm probably making a big deal out of this, and it's probably not a big deal whatsoever, but I just really want you guys to be able to see exactly what we've done here. And on the right-hand side of the roof here, we also want the spruce wood stairs to kind of just overhang one as well. We don't want them to come all the way across the front here because we're going to have something a little bit different, but I want the other mini part of the roof to be done first. So you guys can see how we've kind of progressed with this front part of the roof. Now let's move on to the back. The back's a little bit easier. So come into the back. The roof starts in the same place. It kind of sits on top of these pointy out spruce wood blocks that we have, and it comes all the way across the back here. You guys can see exactly how we're doing this. And again with this roof, when you get so far on the left hand side, you're going to want to cut off the roof. Like the roof isn't going to go, I'll show you what I mean, like on the left hand side here, let's destroy those. On the left-hand side here, you don't want the roof to go like any further than this when you reach a certain point. You kind of just want the roof to leave off. And I know, guys, I know it's a little bit weird, but I'm trying the best that I can. We've just about done it on the right here, so we can place a spruce wood block here and a spruce wood block here. And then we also want to run spruce wood slabs all across the top, just kind of add an apex. And I'm forgetting the spruce wood stairs that we place on the corners, and of course the overhanging bits we want to add upside down blocks on, but we won't do that until we've done this part. So you guys can see what I've done to the back of the roof. Hopefully you can see where it kind of stops and where it kind of ends. And just to show you guys this right hand side, we have this right hand side here, and we also have to add upside down stairs just underneath the overhanging blocks. So let me see if I can get that done. There we go. Perfect. So that's the right hand, or the left hand side of the house, I should say. And moving on to the right now, just to show you how this is shaping up. This is what it should look like at the moment. And what we're going to do now is we're kind of just going to build up this little mini part of the roof here. And this is going to come as far as here. So we're just going to build it up there. And we're just tracing along the spruce wood until we get to this part, until we're kind of like in line with the top of the framework. Like that. And we've also got some spruce wood stairs to add on the side here. And we also have a plank to go there. And then we can kind of top it off with a spruce wood slab. As a matter of fact, we can't because we have to add these spruce wood stairs on the end as well. I keep forgetting about that. So, just to show you guys this side, and we also want to do upside down spruce wood stairs just on this little end bit. And again, guys, this is really difficult for me to explain, and hopefully you guys are getting this, but this is kind of the best that I can do. So this is what you want to have on the right hand side so far. Once you've kind of reached this point right here, we can now just add the finishing touches onto the roof. So this is the porch, and this is the little troublemaker, guys, because the reason that we can't be so free-flowing with the roof is because we want this porch to be flat. We don't want any sort of roof here. So we're going to be using spruce slabs instead of, I don't know how that got down there. We're going to be using spruce slabs instead of using stairs as we usually would. So that's why it's a little bit different. We don't want anything conflicting. So you just want to fill this top part in here with slabs, and then we can add the upside down stairs where we can to here. So we can just place one here. We can knock that block out and place an upside down stairs. There we go. Although that makes no difference. It just looks like a regular block. And then upside down stairs here, here, and here, and on the opposite side as well here. Perfect. So we just want to have something that should look exactly like this. Perfect. Hopefully you guys can see. I'm gonna give you guys a nice little 360 of the roof, just because it's really difficult to explain. It's really hard. I don't know whether that translates onto being hard to make, but it's certainly difficult for me to kind of tell you guys. So you kind of just want to do this. Just do as I'm doing. I kind of like to explain things a little bit better than that, but hopefully you guys can see how the roof shapes up. It might be easier to make than I'm actually giving it credit for. So what we now want to do, guys, is we now want to fill in these little holes that we have kind of like in the roofs here. So this most right one, for instance, we just kind of want to place a spruce wood plank going all around the edge of it, and then we want to place a white stained glass pane right in the center, right there, just like that. Perfect. And we also want to fill this little part in here, and if we can get inside, it's actually easier. Come on, come on. Okay, we'll go around the other way. We'll go around the other way. So this part in here, it's easier to fill in from the inside, apparently. We just want to have something which should look a little bit like this. We just place a layer of spruce wood, and then a layer of glass, and we should probably give it something to grip onto. What can we use? Yeah, we'll just use regular planks like this. So from the inside it will look like this, and then from the outside, oh my god, there's no space with this house whatsoever, and from the outside it'll look a little bit like that. Perfect. And now moving on to the front bit here. The front bit here, we just want to fill these two little holes just in with white stained glass pane, just like that. Then on this side right here, a little bit different, but kind of following a very similar strategy to how we've filled in all of the other roofs. We've kind of got like a layer of spruce wood planks, and then we've got a vertical row of spruce wood coming up like that, and then we just fill in this little center part here in with white stained glass pane, just like this. So you want to end up with something that should look like this for the little final part of the roof. Now what do we want to do, guys? Well, let's fill in the porch. So let's come over to the porch area first here, and the way that we're going to fill this in is quite simple. So you just want to fill this little middle section in here with spruce wood planks. You then want to fill these outer parts in with spruce wood stairs. You guys can see exactly what we have here. So we just have like these spruce wood stairs here and here, kind of in line in the middle of these spruce woods. And then what we want to do is we want to go all the way around the house, and we just want to place jungle leaves in between that bottom layer of spruce wood that we just have down here. So we just want to go all the way around the bottom, and we just want to fill that in with jungle leaves. So you want to end up with something that should look, let me just show you this view, my favorite view. You want to end up with something that should look like this. And you know what, guys? We've actually just completed the house. I've only just realized it, but we've actually inadvertently completed the house. That's all that needs doing. We don't actually have to add anything else. This is kind of a cool view as well. I love these kind of like these diagonal views. But yeah, once you've added in your jungle leaves, the structure of the house is actually 100% complete. And there's not really too much that you can add to this house, but I think I'll give it a go. I'll see if I can add something for you guys. So, once you've reached this point right here, guys, this is the actual house tutorial over. What I'm now going to do is I think I might go and mess about with the garden a little bit, even if I can. You know what? I don't think this thing even needs a garden. I think that this thing kind of stands alone. But let me see if I can mess about with the inside a little bit, and I might be able to add something to the outside. We'll have to see. Give me a moment, guys. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have messed about with the outside of the house just a little bit, just a tiny little bit, and I've also done the same with the interior as well. Let's take a look, shall we? So I've not really done too much to this house because I don't really think it needed it, but I've done a little something. So with the inside, I've lit it up a little bit just to show you guys how much room that we're working with in here. I kind of added like this fireplace with like a furnace. It kind of looks cooler, at least I thought so. I added a couple of seating options right here, and I was going to add some more stuff kind of around, but I didn't want it taken away from the fireplace. Oh, I also added like some books here with an enchanting table, and that's kind of all I've done to the interior. It's really small. I mean, you could have added a second floor if you wanted to. Could be really cramped, but I kind of like it like this. Very simple, very easy. Nothing too crazy. And with the outside, as you guys can see, and I'm not even gonna bother showing you guys in detail, I've just added some flowers and some grass and stuff. I mean, I don't really think it needed like a garden or anything crazy like that. I didn't even want to add a path around this. I kind of like the idea that this is just like a kind of like a small cabin, just kind of like in the forest somewhere. Not really any paths, anything crazy like that. No sort of crazy garden going on anywhere. I kind of wanted it to just be like this and just look like this, and it is. I wanted it to look like this, and it does, is what I was about to say, which is one of the stupidest sentences ever, but you guys get what I mean. I just kind of want it to look as the house looks, and it's a pretty cool looking house if you ask me, and it doesn't really need too much doing to it. Once the house is done, you don't have to do too much work to both the inside or the outside, and hopefully you guys like it. So if you guys did like this video, if you've managed to make the house itself, if you do like the house, I'd really appreciate it if you guys could give me a like, favorite, or share. Anything you'd feel like doing to help me out, I would greatly appreciate it, guys. I always love it when you show me love. It really helps me out. I really appreciate it. Feel free to comment down below. What sort of house would you like to see me do next? I've been thinking about doing like a fishing cabin or something like that, because I get to use some water, and that would be really cool. What else? Also, feel free to check out the card system and the links below down in the description for my various house tutorial playlists. There's loads of them, loads of houses, guys, like nearly 100 or something crazy like that. And I suppose that's it, guys. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.